me rambling about a bunch of stuff that hopefully is entertaining enough for you to stick around and watch, don't forget to subscribe, because we have giveaways coming up. There's giveaway information at the end of the video, so stick around. We're giving away air filter of your choice, plus t-shirts and stickers once we hit 100 marks of subscribers. So stick around. There's a lot of rambling, you know. Just if you've never been here before, just sit back. Maybe pick something up in between all of the rambling. I don't know. Welcome to the channel. My name is Crawford, and this is Virginia's for Lowriders. We're back in the garage. We're trying to get something done. It's been another one of them weeks. I just haven't had it in me. It's been like 100 degrees every day, and by the time I get home from working in the 100 plus degrees or close to 100 degrees every day, I have zero energy. So we have today for a couple hours. We're going to try and get something done. We need to try and at least, if anything, get the top wishbone somewhat created and tack welded together by the end of the day. I've been trying to get around to doing this when energy allows, and it's been taking forever. I feel like I've been slacking off, but man, y'all know, everybody complains about it. The heat is kicking my butt. But you've never been here before, 90s Ranger, lowrider stuff, three-wheeling, a little bit of hopping, bunch of batteries, all of that stuff. There's a ton of videos on the channel that you can check out of us body dropping other stuff. I say it every time. Probably the regular guys are probably getting tired of me saying it, but if you've never been here before, go check out the other stuff. We have the Benz Kinks Everything 9000 terrible 12-ton pipe bender. I know there's a difference between pipe and tube. It sort of works for solid bar. These are terrible. If you ever used one, they suck. So I don't even know where this one came from. It's old enough to be solid orange, if that tells you anything, because it's from Harbor Freight. So probably 15-ish years old. It's been sitting in my scrap pile for a very long time because I've never used it, because it was given to me and it is trash. A buddy of mine had one. We experimented with a lot of stuff. You can make them work if you modify stuff and you fill stuff with sand and all of these things. Today, we're using it in a non-conventional way. We're going to attempt to bend some square tubing. I already have a piece over there. It turned out okay. I know that you're not supposed to use heat to bend things because it ruins the structural integrity of the steel. It's this quarter wall thick square tubing, and I'm going to weld gussets to the outside of it when it's done. I think it'll be okay. The entire weight of the truck isn't resting on the top wishbone link. It's on the bottom, it's on the chassis. The top just keeps the rear end from moving around. I know there's some torque and some things involved in this. I think it'll be fine. If it's not fine, and if it breaks in the first 10 minutes of driving it, I'll build another one. Not a big deal. I'm willing to take the possibility of it not working. But with that said, we're going to use this again in a non-conventional way. We have the torch over there. We got some heat, and we have this crappy bender. I took out, it's supposed to utilize these top roller things. Again, it's meant for pipe, not square tubing. Between the torch and that, I made one already. I'll add the little time lapse in there, and we'll cut back into this. What I did to try and replicate my bends exactly is I measured the height of how much piston was hanging out, and I also marked on the inside of this with Sharpie when it got to the height of the desired bend that I wanted. And it seemed to work pretty good. It's actually pretty smooth. So let's bend this one up real quick and I'll show you the process that I came up with. I know what you're thinking. Pausing my rambling for a second. Why don't you just put it in the tubing bender? I have two JD squared tubing benders. There's one up there and there's another one down there with a different size die in it. They don't have... I looked on the website. It costs you $400 and up just for parts of the dies. we're doing this one time. I'm not spending $400 to bend a single piece of square tubing. So yeah, back to the rambling. So if you rewind like 2 weeks ago, I talked about this. I made a square tubing upper wishbone for a truck that I had because it's all that I had for material. Everybody voted that they wanted to see this made out of square rather than round. So I had to figure out how to bend it again. When I did that one, I worked at a shop that we had forklifts. I stuck it in the end of the forklift and heated up with a torch while I sat on the other end. I just held the torch until I got the desired bend, which what we're doing right now. And that worked pretty good. I've walked around my yard and tried to figure out if I can maybe slide it in the receiver of my truck and jack up on it or hang it off the top of a sea container. And no matter what I did, it was way overcomplicated and it's 100 degrees outside. So we're inside trying to utilize the thing that's on the wall that makes it not terrible. And it seems to be working okay. As long as I take my time. The biggest thing with this is distributing the heat evenly, because if you just concentrate the heat, it stretches the material like crazy. If you work it back and forth and you kind of like, instead of just going straight across and leaving just this heated the entire time, you heat this, you come up, you heat this, you come back here, you heat this. You try and get this entire thing a general cherryness. And another thing that I'm doing, I'm trying to, I don't know if this is going to work, prevent the reduction of structural integrity of the square tubing. I'm only heating the top. I'm not heating anything below this line down. So it's just the top that's getting stretched. Maybe it'll help. But again, we're going to slap some gussets on it. I feel like this, to me, is stronger than miter cutting it, butt welding it, and then plating it on top of it. I'm never actually taking anything away material-wise. I'm just utilizing what's there. I don't know. In my head, this makes sense, but it might not be the strongest way. Miter cuts, I'm still going to put a ton of heat into it with a welder because I still have to weld the seam, and that's a stress point, and I'd still have to weld the gusset on top of it to make it strong, in my mind again at least. So let's we're just winging it. We're going to see if we can replicate this again. We're making 2 of them. So I already made one. Let's see if we can hopefully not ruin any square tubing and make a second one. Shout out to Cory with wtrashfab for the tabs and braces. Don't forget to hit him up if you need anything made. Email, description, email on the screen. He can make you stuff. Let him know. I gotta give it to the Kinks Everything 5000. With a lot of heat and some patience and some time, it does do the job. Now, it by itself, crap. 100%. But Of course, obviously, that needs to be cut down, and this portion needs to be cut down. But you kind of get what I got going on here. It's a general idea of what we're doing. So what I'm gonna do is basically utilize this guy. I'm gonna notch this end, and then match this one. Ooh, that's still hot. Do not touch that. Match this one to that one. Don't touch that. It's extremely hot. I gotta say, it's been a long time since I've made anything out of square tubing where I bent it. And I did something very similar to this on that other truck. I don't have pictures of it because this was like pre-cell phones having cameras. But I gotta say it looks pretty good. I kept thinking round. A lot of people said, or the majority said square. I'm not mad at it. After seeing it on the truck, it looks pretty good. I think if I would have pie cut it, or miter cut it, or whatever you want to say, I don't think it would have the same effect and the same look. This, actually kind of digging it. My bends came out. I got the slightest indentation on this one, but this one, totally smooth radius. I had more even heat on that one. This one I was experimenting. This was the first one, but our gaps are decent, weldable. I think that looks pretty good. Next week, we can still really start rolling now. Next week, we will get what we talked about last week with the instant center gappage, right? You can make that cross member. After that cross member is made, still haven't decided on a gas tank. It's probably going to live back here underneath the truck somewhere. Still contemplating that. Factory gas tank sat in here. Unless I can come up with another factory gas tank and push it further under the cab, which I would be cool with, because again, having the gas, it would help with weight transfer, having it all the way at the back. I mean, that's how big body cars are. So I guess it's not that bad. And there's sheet metal in between, like a big body car, so maybe I'm just overthinking it. And anything traditional lowrider is batteries, sheet metal, gas tank. Pretty much all of them, except the Lincolns and Crown Vics and stuff, because it's behind the seat, technically. So I'm probably just overthinking it. It's probably going to live back there. I had a subscriber, sorry I don't remember, mention a Bronco 2 gas tank. I haven't looked into that yet, so that could be an option. If y'all have any other ideas for gas tanks, let me know. I have, only problem is not fuel injected. I have a 60s Mustang Falcon gas tanks. Dimensionally, they're awesome because they're flat and they look like trunk floors, because they are trunk floors in those cars. But they're not fuel injected, so I'd have to get into a lot of crazy stuff to make that work. But that's pretty good for the last couple hours that we've been out here. And as you can see, judging by my face is leaking, my little AC unit's having a hard time keeping up today because it is hot. Hot. So I think we're going to do some giveaway stuff. I wasn't going to do giveaway stuff. I did this last time because I feel bad. I have so many people participating. There's like almost 200 comments on last week's video or something up there, 150 or I don't even know. It was a whole lot of people commented last week with the hashtag Virginia's for lowriders. We're supposed to do every 100 subscribers, but I feel like so many people participated. I'm just going to do it anyway. Because, again, I appreciate y'all watching. So, rules are hashtag Virginia's for lowriders. Let's get to that next 100 mark, because that would be the technical rules. We're not going to skip past it next week. If we don't hit that exact mark, I'm not going to do this. We're going to wait till the next 100. I'm going to hold out. Or at least I'm going to try to hold out. If I pick you as a winner, I'm going to give you 3 options. We have the long spectra filter, the short spectra filter, and the honeycomb V8 thing from Edelbrock. Again, this has nothing to do with those companies. I just got a killer deal on this stuff, and I thought it would be a really cool way to show appreciation for all of y'all watching me work in my little garage every week. So let me put the camera down and get this random picking app thing up, and we'll go from there. It is 169 total comments. Some of those are replies, not all of them. We'll just say at least 100 of those are people that entered to win this. Go ahead and paste this link in here. We're not including replies. Here we go. Oh, actually it's got to load all the comments. So out of 104, that was pretty close because it eliminates replies. 104 comments. Picking a winner. Mr. Lolo 54 is the winner. Message me. Let me know what you want. Pick one of those. I'll send you a t-shirt, air filter, and stickers. Totally for free. All you gotta do is email me, message me on Instagram, Facebook, all of the social medias. My name is the same throughout all of them. And I'll send you all of those things for free. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. I think we're gonna wrap it up because I am running out of time. It is 4:30, so I have like an hour to edit and upload and get all of this ready so y'all can actually watch it before you go to bed tonight. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next Sunday.